Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the 21-day course of understanding the inner self, cultivating peace. This is the journey to raise our inner awareness, uh, the awareness about the inner self. And today is day 12. And yesterday we have explored about human reality is from um, the concept of matter and space, and we also explored. I was also explored the principle of our inner awareness operation. So we know that um, what we are able to see or to feel or to sense or perceive is a matter to us. And what we are not able to see or feel or sense or perceive it, so it becomes the space to us. So that's why if we want to have something, we need to see it, we need to sense it, or we need to perceive it. But uh, how do we see something, or we are able to sense something or perceive something? It depends on our um, it depends on if we resonate at the same frequency as the thing that we want to have. If we want to have happiness, or we want to feel happiness or sense it, it means that we need to resonate at the same frequency as happiness, as happiness. And so that's why it explains how in a situation somebody think is a good sign, someone think is a bad sign, somebody think is an opportunity for them to develop, somebody think is very bad luck. So it depends on our frequency at a time. And according to uh, the principle of inner awareness operations, and we know that we experience life, we experience human life, we experience the world, we experience the cosmic. Depends on our frequency, our vibrational frequency, and the vibrational frequency that we release, that we have, depends on our electromagnetic state. Electromagnetic state, the yin yang electromagnetic state. And the electromagnetic state that we have from within depends on our inner awareness. And it has the contribution of the positive, or we call yang electromagnetic mass, or yin, the negative electromagnetic mass or particles, and those are from the or the balance electromagnetic state. So that's why we need to accumulate more blessing and merit to have more positive, more young particles and balanced particles, so that we are able to shift between, switch between the young or positive electromagnetic state and balance electromagnetic states. And since we have the a positive or a balanced electromagnetic state, we're able to have the high or even super high, ultra high vibrational frequency, so that we can experience a good material and spiritual life, or with a non-material life. So that is what we have explored and discussed yesterday together. Mm, let me share the screen so we can continue. Okay, so let's start every section with the question about what's your lesson, what's your insight, or what's your enlightenment. Um, I'm doing it every day, even as if I don't have any section in any situation that I face in my life, I often ask myself, what is the lesson here? And sometimes something I don't ask myself, but something happened and I realized something and know that I got an insight on enlightenment. And I feel that I grow at that time. I have been growing. So um, start every day or every sections with the questions, what's your lesson, what's your insight or enlightenment. I have the review about what we have discussed yesterday about uh, the concept of matter and space, the concept of matter and space. With these concepts, uh, I have both, because we know that matter is not fixed state. It depends on our frequency resonance to what we want. To what we want. If we resonate at the same frequency as what we want, and we have it, and we have it. It's just that's it. And so the question is how to raise our vibrational frequency to the level that it's the same frequency as what we want to achieve or who we want to become. You know, each um, person, each individual has their vibrational frequency. And we have explained yesterday, we have discussed yesterday. And so it's if we want to beat someone, so we need to raise our so that person have a certain vibrational frequency. So how to raise our vibrational frequency up to the level of the same frequency as what we want. So we know that we start from our electromagnetic state, which is generated from our inner awareness, and which contribute to our inner awareness is our blessing and merit, which are positive particles and balanced particles in us in us. And how to accumulate that, so we need to know the definition of blessing and marriage, which we have discussed, as I remember, 2 days ago, about blessing. Yeah, 2 days ago or several days ago, about blessing and marriage, and how to have marriage, have people to raise, to realize the truth within, the truth within, and they are able to attain the inner peace. So we are able to accumulate their merit particles or the balance particles, and for pleasant, make someone's bring joy to someone, uh satisfy them, um their desires about, satisfy their desire about wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, resting. And of course we there is another, there is a concept that we call givens. Givens can help people accumulate blessings, generate blessings and merit. And even this journey, we hopefully we can discuss or explore about the givens in this journey. So we will have a larger view how we can accumulate blessing and merit simply. So that is about the yesterday section, and we know that our inner awareness is very important, very important. That's why we need to raise our inner awareness so that we can experience the better life. Is a better life or is a good life or not? It depends on our inner awareness. It's not from the thing itself, because everything's just from our mind, from the inside out. What we see, what we experience, what we feel, what we sense, what we see, perceive things. All right. So let's continue today's lesson. We have explored space, matter, and there is another concept. It's kind of new concept to many people. It's about time. Okay, it's about time. Okay. Uh, hmm. When we talk about time, so what is this definition that you have about, that you have in your mind? So what do you think about time? What is it to you? Do you have any idea about time? When we talk about time, often people think about the past, present, and future. Am I right? So we think about the time in the past, in the present, at the present, and in the future. Hello, teacher Hun. Thank you for your presence. We're talking about time. So when we're talking about time, uh, people often think about the past, or present, or future. So this is future, everybody. Future. Or we have 24 hours a day. Yeah, like or we have 7 days a week, something like that. Think about the past, present, future. That is the frequent thought about time when we talk about it. And with that concept about time, with that definition about time, it means that it's fixed. It's fixed. So because it's fixed, um, it limits it limits people to have the better solution or the better life. And what they have experienced in the past is there in the past. And we couldn't change anything. We're not able to do anything about a thing in the past. And make people feel hopeless about what they have experienced, and they think that uh, is their fault, for example, and they just live in the experience in the past. But we have another definition about time. We have another definition about time. And with definitions about time, we have the resolution for everything. And sorry, it gives hope to me when I learned about this new concept about time, this new definition about time. So, what is it? So let me read the definition about time. Uh, okay, okay. Time, in essence, is the change in vibrational frequency that allows us to experience different positions in space. Again, time, in essence, is the change in vibrational frequency that allows us to experience different positions in space. So, with that definition, time is not fixed. Time is not fixed. It depends on the observer's choice to shift their vibrational frequency. Again, time is not fixed. It depends on the observer's choice to shift their vibrational frequency. So we have again we mentioned about vibrational frequency, right? Vibrational free what frequency. Time, in a sense, is the change in vibrational frequency that allows us to experience different positions in space. So it means that time is not fixed. It's not fixed. Because if it's just the change in vibrational frequency, so our vibrational frequency change on the time. At this time we have different awareness, inner awareness, and then just a few seconds later we have different inner awareness. We realize something else, something more, and we change or we shift our inner awareness. So we have different vibrational frequency, and we experience life, or we experience uh, in the like they said that we experience different location or positions in space. For example, for example, is there or have you ever encountered the situation that no, have you ever encountered um, that in the past that in the past you experienced something and it might be very hard for you to accept it, and it's really like it's like a big deal to you in the past. It's something that you couldn't accept it, or it's hard for you to deal with. Uh, but now but now when you look back the experience in the past, and it becomes nothing at all to you. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And and because we have changed our vibrational frequency when we think about the event in the past event. So the result, the reality that we have about that is not as hard as before, or is not very as bad as before. But in the past, our vibrational frequency, when we face that problem or that issue, is we are in a very low level of the vibrational frequency. So we feel it's hard to deal with. But at this moment, your vibrational frequency has changed. So that's why you think about the past event is not a big deal to you anymore. It's not a big deal to you anymore. And time, why time is not fixed? Why time is not fixed? Time is not fixed. It depends on the observer's choice to shift their vibrational frequency, and the consciousness in a higher frequency dimension perceives time as moving faster than consciousness in a lower frequency dimension. Okay, so we have an idea that we have the feeling about the speed of time with a lower vibrational frequency, and we feel that time pass very uh, slow, slow. Just our field, okay. And there are times in our life that we feel that the time pass very fast. So, is there any time in your life that you feel or you experience something and you feel that is the time pass very slowly? And it happened when we do something that we don't like. If you force yourself to do an exercise, just 5 minutes and you feel like an hour, or if anyone experienced uh, a subject or a class in especially in university, and you learn something that you don't like philosophy, and somebody don't like doesn't like about philosophy, or anything that they feel bored about. They feel bored about um, that the subject or that class. So the time is it seems very slow to them, even though just 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and if they feel like an hour. Yeah. Thank you, teacher Hunmai, for sharing your thoughts. I think it's really uh, creative, thinking about time. Yeah, we like a travelers, um, so that we can experience the past or the future differently, because time is not fixed. Time is not fixed. Because the past events are still the same, but our experience in our mind has changed about the past events. So it means that we have different reality. We have different reality when we understand time with this new definition or this new concept. So when if there is and I'm so sure that I think everyone's at least once in your life that you experience something that you feel like it's time passed too fast, because it's often at the time you enjoy something, you enjoy doing something, or enjoy spending time with someone, and you feel that pass very fast. um And once you getting into it, you do it, and when you finish it, and you thought it's uh, just a few minutes, or it's just a short period of time, but actually it lasts for hours. So it happens when you do something that you like, you enjoy. At that time, you has a higher vibrational frequency. Have a higher vibrational frequency. Um, so if time is not fixed. It depends on our vibrational frequency. Decide how we experience that period of time. And the value and the value that people create during when they has a low vibrational frequency. It's just a little. Is it correct? A little. And when someone has a higher vibrational frequency, the value that they can create during that period of time is much more. They create more value. They create more value when they has a higher vibrational frequency. So we also have a definition about this. So time in a higher frequency dimension actually progresses more slowly compared to the lower frequency dimension, which means that the time seems to be prolonged longer. Longer. It means that the value, for example, a persons who are perform their work for just 10 minutes with a higher vibrational frequency. But it seems like the value that they can create it during that time, within that 10 minutes, is as other people do it for hours or even for days, for weeks or for years. That's why that's why the quality of life of different people is different when they experience different vibrational frequency. The income of a person who can make $1 billion within a month is much more higher than a person uh who earn just $1,000 in a month, because they have different vibrational frequency. So the value that they are able to generate are different. That's why there are somebody has the income just within an hour is more than a person who can earn for a month or even a year. Your Zoom sometimes goes by very fast in terms of feel. I didn't get that point. Teacher Mike, could you elaborate that? It means that you feel that the sections is fast, um, sometimes, or I can interpret that because you like the section, so that's why you feel that it's passed very fast. Yeah, in terms of the feeling that you said. Okay, I guess teacher might not convenient to share. So that's a new concept about time. With this new concept, how we can apply it, how we can apply this new concept um, to make it simpler. We just understand that time is not fixed. Time is not fixed, and time, in a sense, is a change in vibrational frequency to experience different locations or position in space. So, because time is not fixed, so we can actually, with this concept, we can have the idea that I'm not actually, uh, I'm not dare to say that we can change, you know, the cause and the effects. But actually, we can change our reality right away. At this moment, at this moment, we have a certain vibrational frequency. So we experience this event in this way, okay? And we think about the past events and we have some feeling, for example. But if we raise our vibrational frequency in a higher level, so we experience this event differently. It means that we have different reality. And when we think about the past event or the future, what could happen in the future differently, differently. So if we can change the reality right away, it means that we can change the cause and effects, change the outcome by changing the cause. And the cause here is the vibrational frequency. The cause here is the vibrational frequency. So just change the vibrational frequency, we have different reality right away. And it means that in the same time, and this is about science, and scientists have shared that at the same time, actually, is like at this moment, for example, there are many dimensions, and there because there are many vibrational frequency level. So in each vibrational frequency, we experience life differently. And when we jumped into another vibrational frequency, we jump onto not a timeline, like a flow of the time flow. Uh, I think we can call it a time flow. So there are many time flow at this moment. or any moment in the past or in the future. And when we change our vibrational frequency, we jumped onto another time flow. And in that time flow, when we uh, look back on the past events, the the reality of that past events has changed because we have changed our vibrational frequency, or which we are planning for the future also change. So that's why it's happened. It's happened. I think if you notice, everyone, if you notice what you experience in your minds, you can and you notice something like this, you see that it happened to your life. There are moments in your life, just a moment before you feel so sad, for example, and then just one moment later, right away, you change your whole body, your whole um feeling, or so feelings, or the feeling or sensation of what we can sense from the body. So we are able to see it simply, but we have changed the vibrational frequency from it, and it's from the electromagnetic state that we have changed, or we change our inner awareness. So that is change our vibrational frequency right away. And that's why we experience that event differently. And how can we apply this concept, this new concept, into our life? Hello, teacher Zhu Hui. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your presence. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Okay. Because we have the new concept about time. Time is not fixed. So let's talk about sleep. I think this topic could be a very interesting topic to someone, because many people are cared caring about their sleep or sleeping quality. Um, so what's about sleep? Should I? Okay, sleep. Thank you, teacher Junhui. Sleep. Do you think that um we have only for 24 hours a day? Do you think that everybody has the same times every day with this new concept? I have learned since I have learned about this new concept about time, and I have learned that the length of time, the amount of times for us to rest or to sleep also change, also change. Because time is not fixed, it depends on our vibrational frequency. Decide that we experience differently in different space locations in space. So with that new concept about time, So uh, it's not like we have only 24 hours a day. We can have more if we raise our vibrational frequency higher. And I see a reality in not just one, but in my community, in WIT community. I have seen many realities that people are have a better sleeping quality, and and my teacher have shared that he are able to wake up in the morning from 3:30 and start working from since then until midnight, and he has been doing the same for a long time already, and and his is getting healthier uh, every single day. So if with the the common understanding about time and how we uh the energy how we put it at work or in life, we think that oh that persons or those people could feel exhausted after a day. But it's not like that, because we have different concepts about time already. And my teacher have shared that when he sleep, even just 5 minutes, even just within 5 minutes, and the it seemed like the value that within that 5 minutes is like it's lasts for hours, is equivalent to several hours sleeping, even just within 5 minutes. So that when we have in a high vibrational frequency, we experience life, and especially in our daily activities differently, especially when we talk about sleep. And those who are able to set up their minds before sleeping in a balanced state, in a balanced state, as we know that in a balanced state, we're able to release the ultra high vibrational frequency. Am I right? If we remember about the principle of in awareness operation. So if we are able to make our body or ourselves in a balanced state before sleeping, so we're able to have the ultra high vibrational frequency. And um, the experts have shared about how our body or the cells in our body works when is um, the membranes are like elect if I remember the correct term is like the energies of the membranes is in the membrane state in the balance states. So the body or the cells are able to detoxify all the bad things from within our body. So they detoxify our body better. When we're sleeping, there are some um, proteins in ourselves, or and their the functions of our have the body to correct or detoxify things. They work during the time that we are sleeping, and with the balance state, they're working better. they're working better. So that's why right before sleeping, if we're able to set our state in a balanced state and maintain the positive electromagnetic states by um, feel grateful for for something, gratitude, especially appreciated gratitude, give us the positive electromagnetic states and a balanced state, and then we are able to have the high vibrational frequency and or the ultra high vibrational frequency and we experience and the value of that sleeping is very much more than the normal sleep. And even with you know that's just within 5 minutes the speed of the time is very very fast, so we feel that it's just 5 minutes or 10 minutes or only 20 minutes, but the value of that sleep is like hours. So that's why my teacher have shared that he every day he worked around 16 hours, but he sleeps around 48 hours. And a person who's resting or sleeping more, who spends time to sleeping or resting, is more than the time that they're working. Of course, they are get healthier. They are getting healthier. So when someone told him that he started working from 3:30 in the morning up to until midnight, and people feel worried about for him, and he said that don't be silly like that. I slept around 40 or I rest around 48 hours a day, and I just work for 16 hours a day. So I getting more healthier. Don't you see that? And that is how we can apply a new concept about time in sleeping. It's not just for sleeping, not just for sleeping, but we can apply it into any activity, daily activity in at work. The same at work. At work, how we can apply it. Um, is there any time in your life that you just wait a second. It just spends few minutes or just a short period of time, and you have finished the task very fast and very effective. So it means that you are at a higher vibrational frequency, and if you are able to maintain the high or ultra high vibrational frequency, so imagine how is your performance at work. How's your performance work? Yeah, we have a productive, very productive day. Am I right? The value we are able to create is much more higher within just a short period of time. So that's why we can see that those who are the uh, leaders in a organization, in a companies, or in a nation, they only have, if we talk about the fish time, they only have 24 hours, but the thing that they have done is a lot, but still they can't finish everything. So that depends on our vibrational frequency, how to maintain the higher or the ultra high vibrational frequency. And talk about work, there is a concept that I have learned, and I think is give hope for us when we know about this idea about health. And since we have known about this idea, I think that we don't have to work anymore, everybody. We don't need to work anymore. And I love this idea. Oh, it's this is about health. It's about health. When we talk about health, we have a definition about health. Let me check a definition about health. According to WHO, okay, according to WHO, the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. So, is comprised of three factors. Health is a state of complete physical, mental. So we have mental health, social social health, and physical. Oh, how can I? Okay, give me a second. So, when we talk about health, according to WHO, health is a complete state of mental, social, like physical, mental, and social well-being. It's not just about physical health. It also including mental health and social health, and how we can apply the new concept of time in health, because we know that our life experience depends on our vibrational frequency. So we, uh, if we understand that 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours, we are taking care of our health. We're taking care of our health. So, uh, we don't feel tired or feel so exhausted after a working day anymore because we have new concepts about health. When we are working, we have chance to communicate, to interact many people, with many people. Am I right? So that's the time for us to nurture our social health, take care of our social health, and even mental health. When we have a good conversation, we learn something. So that's the time that we are able to take care of our mental health. And when we are uh, when we're doing we have the exercise sections, we work out, or we rest or sleep, we are taking care of our physical health. And if we work out with many people in a Zoom or in the gym or in somewhere, so we have more time to interact with our other people. So we also at the same time, we are not only we don't just only take care of our physical health, but also the social health, but also the social health. And and if we have learned some things, we increase or we shift our um, electromagnetic states between positive and balance. We also nurture our mental health. So 24 hours when we sleep or when we work out, do exercise, we take care of our physical health. And this could be and including social and mental health. When we are working, we are taking care of our social health, our mental health, and when we spend time with our family members or with our friends, so we have chance to interact with them, we have chance to understand them more or let them understand us more. We take care of our social health, mental health, and if we do exercise with them, we take care of our physical health. So 24 hours we take care of our health. We care for our health. By this concept, we no longer work anymore. Since the time that I have learned, since the time that I have learned about this new concept, even at first I know that, okay, I learned from my master, from my teachers, that 24 hours I take care for my health. At first, just try to understand that and try to make it become mine. But time passed by, and I get the benefits from that understanding, and started to realize that it actually is not working anymore. And that's the time for us to taking care of our mental health, social health, or physical health. So that's why um I have seen many reality in our community that even the length of time, the exact length of time that we measure by by a device that is which just spends around 4 or 5 hours a day to rest, but people are getting healthier because 24 hours they are taking care of their mental health, social health, and physical health and physical health. I like this concept very much, um and I have applied it, and even though I haven't the full realization about this, but after applied this this idea that I'm taking care of my health 24 hours, right at the time that I have that awareness, my body feels better just because we have changed our inner awareness about health, about work, about time, and our vibrational frequency is getting higher. So just a moment, just for a moment, and our the inner awareness has changed. Our vibrational frequency changed right away, and the our bodies can feel that. It's similar to the situation that someone's or facing someone is facing something very bad, and another person just come to him or her and said and um, told them about a good news, and the whole body change. They feel better because they have changed their vibrational frequency. That good news make them has the higher vibrational frequency. So the reality changed. The what they experience in their mind has changed. And I think we when we talk about health, I'm not sure if we are able to share about the physic wealth in seven lights, as we mentioned in the very beginning sections about the physics wealth, but we'll use this concept when we talk about the physic wealth, that health is the complete state of mental, social, and physical well-being, not just only one physical health. So that's why right now, right here, I have a chance to share this knowledge, this topic to everyone's. I'm not working. I'm taking care of my mental health. When I sharing this, I realize something while I'm doing it. I learned something through this section, through your sharing, and I have chance to interact to many people, if directly and indirectly. So I'm taking care of my social health, and also my physical health. When my uh, I get a higher vibrational frequency, it affects my physical health already. It affect my and these mental health, social health affects physical health, and vice versa. Mental health affects social health, affect uh, physical health, and they have mutual impacts on each other. On each other. So this is about the health that I want to share to everyone, and with a new concept about time, we know that how we take care of our mental health. So we have 24 hours to taking care of our mental health, we have 24 hours to take care of our social health, and we have 24 hours to take care of our physical health. As they have uh these factors has a mutual impacts. When you do one thing, you do it for all. And there is one idea when we are doing something that I really like, that many people have seen my master doing one thing, but he are able to um, he generates a great value in a short period of time. And when people look at him, they have seen that he at the same time he are doing many things many things, but in so it creates a very productive date for him and for people around him. And when people ask about his strategies or what he has in his mind or his awareness about doing things, and there is one idea that he shared, and I really like that idea, that doing thing only, doing one thing only. But one thing is doesn't like when I'm talking and it's just talking, it is doesn't mean like that. One thing, it means that the idea that we are doing for someone. For example, open the Zoom, and the idea, the aim for doing this, the aim for doing this is that I want to share, I want to transfer the roots, this knowledge from a philosophy, from an educational philosophy, which we call the roots education philosophy, which gives hope to me, and I applied it in many things, many aspects in my lives, and is very beneficial to me to nurture and cultivate my potential, and to gradually eliminate my self imposed limitations. So I want to share it. I want to transfer this educational philosophy, root educational philosophy, to many people, and so that they're able to get the benefits from this knowledge, from this root education philosophy, so that we're able to generate a better future, or a better life, or even the peaceful world. So with only one idea, that we doing things just for the aim of the transformation and the growth of people. With that concept, or with that idea for doing things, we just doing one thing, that is we doing the things for the transformation and the growth of people. That's what we are doing. And of course, when we just have once, um like we have that idea only, so it doesn't, so in reality, people can see that I'm talking, I'm sharing, I look at the chat box, I check the comments on Facebook, or do something else, for example. But uh, from outside, look at that, I'm doing several things at the same time. But actually, in my mind, only have one thing that I'm doing one thing, which is for the transformation and the growth of the people who receive that this knowledge. Only one thing. So that's why we don't separate our you know concentrations or focus on many things. Just only one. We focus on one thing. We focus on one thing. That the idea. That also another idea. And that's awareness give us a higher vibrational frequency. And that idea can help us to push our work performance or create a more effective performance. So these are things that we could apply in our daily life or in at work or at sleep, resting, or how we take care of our health when we have the new concept about time. And actually, we can apply it in many aspects in our life, even when we are doing exercise, and uh, we know how to when we know that with a higher vibrational frequency, we can get better results, better outcomes with the workout, and even just every day take only few minutes to do an exercise with a higher vibrational frequency. You can have a better result for an hour doing the exercise, but with a lower vibrational frequency. So that's the idea about a new concept of time, and hopefully that everyone's have getting new this new concept of time and can apply it into your life. Uh, thank you everyone for your presence. Thank you everyone for your support. And before we wrap up, anyone want to share some things, your lessons or your insight, enlightenment? Um, More than happy to hear your voice. Thank you, teacher Trương, for being here with us. Let me read the question of teacher Huân Mai. In a state of anxiety, time passes very quickly in terms of perception. Instead of excitement about something, time also passes quickly. So, how we understand the frequency state in these two situations? Are they the same? Uh, instead of anxiety, uh, let me clarified or share my understanding about your questions that when someone experiences anxiety, but I feel it's pass very fast. Is that what you mean? And when someone experiences the excitement, and it's also pass very fast. So you want to ask if they're at the same frequency level.
Yes, you got my idea. Yeah, because I don't know because when I see um the speech, you say if we get the ultra vibration frequency, and the feeling we feel is so fast, but in the situation we feel we are never something. So yeah, it's the same. The feeling time goes so fast. So
Because I never
did you
experienced. Yeah, yeah. Continue, please.
get my point?
Um, let me elaborate my understanding first. So because I never experienced at the time that I feel anxiety, but it's last but it's just passed very fast. Because when I experience anxiety or feared or feel scared about something, I feel like it's past. How can it be too long? Like when I'm in the the Viking, I had the fear of the heights. So I was when I was playing that the Viking, the pirate, I think they call it the pirates, the one in the ship, and it's fly like this, it's just swing like this. And when I am on that ship, and because I have the fear of heights, and I feel I have this anxiety and have the fear about that experience. So I just want they to stop the shift right away, and I feel like even just a few minutes, and I feel like how can it be so long? And I because I never have experienced that I experienced anxiety or fear, but I think it's very quick. And when I'm doing something that I feel excited about, I feel the time pass very fast. Um, so because I never experienced the thing that like you shared. I'm not sure if I'm able to answer your questions, but have you experienced like this, like what you the scenario that you just share with us?
To me, I think speed of time is depends on our own experience. Like the example I say in the chatbot, when I in the anxiety, I feel time pass very quickly. But through your example, I feel time goes so slow.
Again, please, again.
But I think our mind will it's hard to recognize between positive or negative desire, but it will only is read them at we desire at that time. If our design is more clear, for example, we materialize fear while checking on exams, the result is that speed of time will pass quickly, and the value of time will be expressed extremely quickly, just as we design.
Yeah, we determine it. We actually it should not speed. It should be feeling. We feel that
Mm.
it passed very slow. Thank you for let me correct this one. So it depends on our feeling, just our feelings from us only. That someone's experienced the same situation, but our feelings, we feel it slow or we feel it fast. And of course, they have it explain about the vibrational frequency at that time. If our we have the low vibrational frequency, we can feel the time pass very slow. And if we have the higher vibrational frequency, we think we feel that it pass very fast.
Okay.
uh, did I I'm not sure if I understand your um questions correctly. If you can elaborate more.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, thank you so much for your clarification.
Thank you, teacher Hunmai. And thank you, teacher Hunmai, for having me correct these words. It should be the feeling, everybody, just our feeling. We feel uh, there are times in our life that we feel time pass very slow, and when it pass very slow, and the value that we are able to generate during that time is very just little. Like when I remember when I was in university and I attended a class I didn't like, and I sleep the whole class, the whole period of time in the class. So I create no value in that class. I learned nothing, and I feel the class pass very slow. But when I attended the class that I am interested in, and with 45 minutes, I thought it's just passed for a short period of time. I feel the time passed very fast, and I have learned during that time. I absorbed the knowledge a lot. I've learned many things from that uh, in that class. So that's how we experience when we have the higher or the lower vibrational frequency. And because we know we have the new concept about time, and we know that our reality depends on our vibrational frequency. It's not the past is not just the past anymore. It's not just the past event is not fixed anymore. It's of course we cannot change anything in the past, but our experience about the past has changed if we change our vibrational frequency. Because at the time that we change our vibrational frequency, we jumped onto another time flow, another vibrational frequency of time, so that we experience the past and the future on that time flow differently. And talking about this one, and I remember in quantum physics, segments of physics, they have shared an idea that there are many dimensions. It here now, many dimensions. So, and right at this moment, there are many versions of us. Depends on our vibrational frequency. So there's a version of me sitting here sharing this knowledge, and with a certain vibrational frequency, with my current vibrational frequency. And there is another version of me in another vibrational frequency, in another time flow. And because there are many, time flows with different vibrational frequency, and if I resonate to any vibrational frequency, so I just jump on that time flow and I get the reality on that time flow. So it's this idea gives hope to me, gives a great hope to me that we can be anyone we want, we can achieve anything we want just by changing our vibrational frequency. And as we know that our vibrational frequency is from our inner electromagnetic states, and our inner electromagnetic states is generated by our inner awareness. So by raising our inner awareness, change our inner awareness. We're able to change our experience. And we'll get into the inner awareness or in more detail when we're talking about wisdom light. And there is one thing when we share about inner awareness. In the yesterday in the physical inner awareness operations, we know that blessing and merit has affects our inner awareness. So we need to know, or we need to accumulate more blessing and merit, and how to do it properly, or get to know more about accumulate more blessing and merit. There is another module that I think we need to know, which is givings, and I hope hopefully that we can share about givings in this journey. Teacher Hunmai asked me, "Do you often teleport to a future version of Rachel?" You know that on the first day of Lunar New Year, I spent half of my day to generate a vision board for this year, and I think it's kind of like you say, teleport to a future version of Rachel. And there I have some things I want to do this year, so it's going to be my future version. And if not, I still learn something on this journey, and I love the fact that I getting more to be open to um, everything that comes to my life. The more I'm sharing this, the more I'm likely open to open more to anything that comes, and any lessons that comes. Is really a great journey. Thank you, teacher Mai. Thank you, teacher Trương Huyền, for being here with me in this journey. And I did have great time with everyone through interacting with everyone. I have learned a lot, and by sharing this, I also learned a lot. And the first person that listened to what I shared is myself. Thank you so much, everyone. Teacher Hodmai, do you want to share something about your future version? The at least this year, because you asked about that. I think you have some for yourself. Yeah. Thank you, teacher Hodmai. So I believe that with our um, with the knowledge about the root cause of human life in from scientific perspective, religious perspective, and in a few days we will explore about the root cause from the moral perspectives. We can have the general idea about root cause of human life, so we are able to um, create our future versions um, simply, uh, seamlessly. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate your presence, your contributions, your support. Um, and I guess if nobody want to share anything, we can wrap up here. Thank you so much, everyone. Uh, I will stop the live on Facebook. Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Teacher Mai. Or so you want me to share about my future version here? Of course, I'm open to that.
No, I say someday, someday, someday.
Okay, okay.
Not,
Thank
not
you.
today.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Teacher Mai. Yeah, thank you so much. And bye, everyone. Let me stop sharing the screen here and have good night. Is it afternoon? No, I think it's afternoon in Finland, right? Did you and mine have a happy
Yeah,
day?
it's afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. I'll end the Zoom here.